Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It's December 22nd, 2011, and I am bringing you your morning coffee. Here's what we've got going on so far around the markets. Corn overnight, we were up slightly, up just 0.75 cents. Beans up 2.5 with wheat unchanged. So we're continuing to find this push higher. We found a very good week so far. We've seen some good strength as we come into the holiday weekend. We typically do. When you look at the last 5 years, we have seen a decent rally going into this time frame and going into the new year. And we're continuing that today. Now, something to add a little fuel to the fire, something the guys have been waiting for this, this whole week is what are exports going to look like? Demand has been a big issue over the last few months. We've seen what it's done to price. We have found good value there on Friday, last Friday when Japan came in and bought. But export sales today, the numbers that were released, they were looking for 400,000 tons to 700,000 tons of corn. We got 953. That's going to be looked at as a little friendly here this morning. For beans, they were looking 400,000 tons to 600,000 tons. We got 728 there too. That's still going to be that's a friendly number here this morning. And then for wheat, 300 to 600,000. We got 362. That's neutral. But certainly friendly for corn and beans here this week. Those are some stronger numbers. Probably going to get an emotional open here off the start. I would imagine as long as the outside markets can hold up, we'll probably see corn and beans end up opening higher than where we were overnight. As far as some of the outside markets, as I mentioned, crude oil up 30 cents right now, putting that at 99.16. So after finding the market break back down to about 94, we're back near 100, and we're flirting with that 100 mark yet again. The dollar right now up about 5 points, so it hasn't done too much, but we're sitting about 80.40. And then the stock market right now, stock futures up about 44 points. That's finding a little bit of strength. It's on the upper side of that 12,000 mark, currently sitting at 12,072. No major news out of Europe. That's been quiet over the last week or so, but not much news to report out of that, but continue to watch that. That's always a hot button topic and a big issue if something happens or if they start coming back into the news. So nothing has been said yet, but continue to watch for those type of stories. A lot of times those stories are bearish and more friendly to the dollar. Which the dollar goes up, we start to see commodities retract. So we're going to continue to watch for that. We did have GDP numbers come out this morning. They're expecting to see a 2% growth. 2% is unchanged. They got a 1.8. And then jobless claims, they revised those down a little bit. 368,000 down to 364,000. So it kind of offset itself there. But as far as the metals, very quiet. Gold down $4 after finding a pretty decent run over the last few days. Gold back above that 1,600 mark. We're at 1610 right now. Silver up just a penny, so pretty much unchanged. And that's sitting at 29.20. And still struggling to see that silver get back above 30. And we'll see if it can get back into that range that it had made, but still right now at the lower end of that. We need to see some more positive news and a little strength to get us back above that. As far as livestock, fat cattle right now working a little bit higher, up 60 points. Feeders are up 30. Hogs are even finding a little bit of a bounce. They're up about 22 right now. But for cattle, just looking at the kill here this week, we're down 60,000 head from last year at this time. So that's quite a few. We need to find a place for them, find a home for them. That is looked at as a little bit bearish here short term, but we'll be able to work through this here. We're still friendly cattle as we get further out in these deferred contracts yet. But as of right now, some of the numbers that are coming in are still a little negative, yet we still have futures strong. Like I said, we're up 60 cents yet. As far as hogs, we've been in a downtrend for basically 3 weeks. These hogs have been pressured. We've seen the cash market drop back. Cash market down for the last 15 days. So we have found a very negative market right now. And, we've got some fundamental change that could happen here today. Cold storage out at 2 o'clock. But then also we got a hog and pigs report tomorrow That's going to be out at noon. So we'll see what that has to say. But the market's been pretty depressed here over the last few weeks. So I want to mention our conference. I know we've talked about it all over the place. You guys have probably got emails on it, but that's coming up January 20th and 21st. Get your seats reserved. We've got these seats filling up right now, so make sure we've got one for you. Give us a call over here, 800-262-7538. Check out this stuff on the website at allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys have a great day today and have a great rest of the week. Take care.